Well, as you know, the show embraces change over time and space, and so my perspective on the show, addressing that musically, in some ways there are typical challenges that we encounter in the marching activity, and some of those challenges are changing as we do these types of shows that involve more bridging of different ideas together. So there's the aspect of change in just how we approach, teaching the show. The way the Blue Devils design team puts things together is they force us as a staff, we also have to embrace change. We can't always approach a problem with putting the product together and presenting it the same way that we may have the year before, because it's a new paradigm. I find that challenge refreshing, and the design team is constantly pushing, that envelope. We can't ever afford to say we can't do that. We're constantly saying, how can we make this happen? Which is a cool question to have to ask yourself as you're putting it together. I think one of the moments that's becoming one of my favorites is the ballad, because it features so many textures and varieties of musical textures, especially with the soloists. And that's just now starting to take shape because microphones are starting to, get more precision with the balance and whatever effects you choose to put on them. And so I think that production is starting to really have a unique sound to it, one that we haven't heard for a while, one that I think people will really enjoy. I don't necessarily have a vision. I have a hope that it will continue to progress in the way that it has with the involvement of new and modern things to help, I think, the experience for the watcher, so that you continue to have a new experience and an evolving experience, but at the same time that it doesn't lose the essence of what makes drum corps, and that's the performers doing their thing on the field, at a high level, being able to communicate with the audience. But I do think that things are going to continue to evolve, and luckily for the Blue Devils, and that it's sort of the way they've always operated. We will evolve and maybe sometimes help the evolution. That's the hope. So I think it's going to continue to do what it's doing now.